Get ready to learn the top secrets and simple strategies for living the life of your dreams. Welcome to Living the Dream Podcast, where it's not just about achieving your goals in the future, it's about enjoying your journey along the way. Here are your hosts, Krista Joy and Kristi Fredericks.
Being a woman in the 21st century isn't easy. We tweeze and pluck against our skin, we burn our hair, we slick glue onto our eyelids, and we damage our nails. We cover our skin in powder and pull our cuticles out, and now it's time to breathe and embrace our natural self. Kristi and I want to give you permission today to take this time and enjoy just being you.
What a unique chance we have here. For the first time in modern history, the whole world is self-isolating. Hitting the pause button and slowing down to engage in some self-care is something you probably never really had much time for before. But now you've got nothing but time. We think it's a great excuse to embrace your natural beauty. And with that in mind, we have 10 of your top beauty changes you should embrace during quarantine. So, tip 1. Drink water. Now that you're home, you should have access to water 24/7. No excuses. According to the Mayo Clinic, an average man should drink 3.7 liters a day, while a woman should drink 2.3 liters a day. However, reality is different, and most people end up usually consuming much less. Try and drink as much water as possible and see what it does to your face. Better skin, brighter eyes, stronger nails, and shinier hair. Try drinking your first bottle of water as soon as you wake up and always stay hydrated throughout the day. This will also help reduce your appetite, which may be something we all need while we're stuck at home with very little movement. And as someone such as myself, I have lots of kidney stones, and my urologist said a great rule of thumb: when you're overwhelmed by drinking bottles and bottles of water every day, if you want to stay hydrated, what you want to do is to take your body weight, let's say 100 pounds for easy math, and you want to drink half of that in ounces to stay thoroughly hydrated throughout the day. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you want to drink 50 ounces a day. If you weigh 200 pounds, you want to try to drink 100 ounces per day.
That's great advice. Yeah, water is just, what a beauty tip, right? Who would have thought?
Right.
Well, our next tip for you to 10 beauty changes you should embrace during quarantine. Number 2 is moisturize your skin. So let's talk about that for a little bit. Moisturizing your skin can really feel like another chore that you were probably too busy for in the past. So being in quarantine is a perfect time to get you into this good habit. So why do we want to moisturize our face? Well, as it turns out, moisturizing doesn't just feel great. It can help keep your skin clear, smooth, and wrinkle-free in the future. And if you're not convinced, I've got 5 great reasons why we want to embrace moisturizing. So first, moisturizing reduces the chance of skin problems. So using the right kind of moisturizer for your skin can help maintain its balance. When skin is too dry, it can feel really tight. I think Kristi and I both have issues with that. But if your skin is too oily, many common skin problems like acne will start to pop up. So stay with me here. I know this is surprising, but yes, if you have oily skin, you still need to moisturize your face. So let me give you the secret to that. If your skin tends to be oily, you should look for a gel, or an oil-free moisturizer is really great for acne-prone skin. So that's the key. Just make sure you're getting the right moisturizer for your skin type. So second, moisturizing can reduce the appearance of other blemishes. So freshly moisturized skin has a really obvious healthy sheen, which can even out any existing blemishes. So there's another reason, even if you're oily and acne prone, you want to use moisturizer. So another reason to moisturize is that it helps your skin to stay young. The most sensitive areas of your skin are on your face are the ears, neck, and chest, all of those places. Those places replace themselves more often than any other area on your skin. So this daily loss of skin cells leaves these areas vulnerable to the dryness and the elements. In fact, those are the places that are at highest risk for skin cancer. So moisturizing can help give your sensitive skin the boost it needs to repair itself and to stay healthy. So get ready. Another reason to moisturize is we want to fight wrinkles. So that plump, firm feeling in your face after moisturizing isn't just an illusion. According to the British Journal of Dermatology, people with properly moisturized skin accumulate wrinkles at just a fraction of the rate of those with dry skin. That's pretty amazing. So moisturize to fight wrinkles. Another reason to moisturize, it's the perfect end to a hot shower. So let's face it, a hot shower feels great, it feels invigorating, but it can strip the moisture right out of your skin if you stay in there too long. So taking just a minute to put on some moisturizer will make your skin feel protected from the stresses of the day and feeling great. So the final reason we want you to moisturize is the case for CC cream. So if you haven't heard of it, the CC in CC cream stands for complexion corrector. So if I can go off on a little tangent here for a minute, this is what you want to look for in your CC cream, ladies. So you want something that protects against damaging UVA and UVB rays with a broad spectrum SPF 15. You can find the CC creams with brightening ingredients to instantly amplify skin luminosity and brighten the complexion. A CC cream is going to correct, and you want it to have that lightweight coverage, nothing heavy. So things like mineral-based pigments are going to help correct the look of imperfections and improve your overall complexion with lightweight coverage that doesn't give that made-up appearance. And I want you to look for a CC cream that will minimize redness. There's a great one on the market that was tested on women with rosacea who agreed it really helped diminish the look of redness. So you can find this. And you want a CC cream that instantly conceals the appearance of blemishes as well as dark circles and dark shadows. It'll also beautifully blend with your skin tone. So once again, I know for sure there's a product that even soothes and nourishes acne-prone skin and calms troubled skin. We're still talking about CC cream here, a form of moisturizer. So, and you can find one that will hydrate for 10 hours without feeling oily or greasy. In addition to all that, a CC cream is going to make fine lines appear less noticeable and minimize the appearance of pores while visibly improving your skin's texture. And finally, there's a lot of wonderful creams out there that will defend against skin-damaging free radicals thanks to powerful antioxidants. And once again, if you're looking for a product that has all of this, you can find it. There's one out there, I guarantee you. So what's our third beauty change we should embrace during quarantine, Kristi?
So our third beauty change is getting plenty of rest. So right now there's no commute and we should be able to enjoy a lot more sleep. Sleep is the number one beauty booster and immunity booster. So get a lot of it while you can. Enjoy sleeping in, but also try to go to bed early. That's something a lot of people don't think of, but hitting the hay early is always a great idea. And now's your chance to get caught up on some well-deserved shut-eye. And sorry, moms, we're not talking to you. We know with little ones, it's really hard to get any rest. Maybe you can nap if your kids ever take a nap. And this is also a great time to try to get yourself into a good sleep routine. So if you've been one of those people where maybe you have insomnia, a great way to kind of sleep train yourself, now is the time to do it. So if you think you only sleep maybe 5 hours at night, start yourself with 5 hours of nice concentrated sleep and add 15 minutes of sleep per week on each end of that. So go to bed 15 minutes earlier and sleep 15 minutes later until you get yourself on a nice steady sleep routine. You'll be amazed at how well you'll feel and how great you're going to look.
Yeah, I think that's really key. And I want to add that it's okay. Like, as moms and as women, we feel like we should run around and be taking care of everybody else and all of that. And we do. But we have to be logical. This is a stressful time. This is an unprecedented time in American history where there is a lot of concern and worry and fear going on. Even if you're strong and you don't dwell on that kind of stuff and you're mostly a positive person, it can be emotionally exhausting. And so I feel like it's really, especially times like this, it's important to kind of give yourself a break and pay attention to how you're feeling. And if you're tired, go lay down and take a nap. As crazy as that sounds, you know? And like, Kristi and I want to give you permission today. Take a nap if you're tired. Don't have another cup of coffee. this is the time where you can, really relax, try to rejuvenate your body, because you may not realize how emotionally exhausted you are, and sleep is so important for women and men. I can tell you, Peter's been sleeping a lot the last couple of days, and I get it. I totally get it. Like, subconsciously, you're probably really worried and concerned no matter how strong you are on the outside. So give yourself a break. Take that extra time right now to get plenty of rest. Right, Kristi?
That's right. No judgment here. Just get your sleep, and it's so refreshing. It's just a nice way to kind of unwind, reset yourself, and get up ready to go the next day.
Yeah, I love it. Well, our fourth beauty change that we want you to embrace during quarantine, are you ready for this? Sunless tanner. Remember that stuff? Oh yeah, it's back. This is a great time to use practicing your sunless tanning lotion. So if you're not used to this, it's not something you regularly do, it's okay. This might be a great time to give it a try. So again, it's all about the brand. If you stick to the right brand, sunless tanning is the perfect thing for a safe, natural looking tan without exposing your skin to the harmful effects of the sun. All right, so if you're like me and maybe you don't use sunless tanner every day, if you're worried about your sunless tanner streaking or smelling funny, worry no more, because I'm going to tell you all the secrets for a beautiful sunless tan application. So number one, what you want to do, people don't know about this, but number one, you want to exfoliate in the shower. Okay, this is the first step. So what this will do is going to instantly polish your skin to perfection. So using the right scrub is going to leave your skin feeling invigorated and refreshed. Dry skin will immediately buff away, and your skin will be left feeling moisturized. So make sure you get a scrub that is gentle enough to use daily, but only use it daily if you don't have your sunless tanner on, because it will exfoliate your tan right off. So we're talking about talking about a prepping step here. Before you do your sunless tanner, use your scrub. But while you're trying to maintain your tan, you can skip that step because it'll scrub your tan right off. So the bonus is if you can find like a really nice exfoliating scrub that has a beautiful fragrance. My personal favorite is the white tea and citrus. That's another little pick-me-up. We just want you to smell it, breathe it in while you're in the shower. It can really bring you some joy. So step 2 is to choose your subtle tanning lotion carefully. Again, things to look for. You want a lightweight, non-greasy formula that glides on evenly and absorbs quickly for color that won't rub off. Your skin should feel soft, smooth, and moisturized while the tone appears even without streaking and blotching. And when you use it daily, you can actually build up gorgeous color in about a week. So get a sunless tanner for all skin tones and types, one that provides a natural looking tan that won't rub off, as we mentioned. And for best results, you could put this on every day and just use it as you would your normal body lotion. Your tan will just get more and more intense and more beautiful. So when you apply, smooth it on evenly, allow a few minutes for it to dry before you put your clothes on and get dressed. And you'll begin to see a subtle development of color within several days, with a maximum color coming in about a week or so. And then you can start all over if you wanted to scrub it off after a week and do it again, which you might, because it is addicting. Having that pretty brown glow when you're typically pale like I am, it's addicting. And if you get the right kind of sunless tanner, it's okay to use it on your face. It's even safe for that. So the thing you want to look for is just paying attention to that elbow, knee, and heel area. Make sure you exfoliate those a lot. And you can probably use less lotion in those areas to prevent the skin from kind of grabbing in. You might get darker on your elbows and knees and elbows if you're not careful. So watch out for that. And be sure you wash at least the palms of your hands after application. And so if you want to maintain it now for a week or maybe even longer, I want to encourage you to, guess what? It all goes back to moisturizing. So moisturizing your face is super important, but also moisturizing your body, especially when you're doing sunless tanning, you want to moisturize your body. You can get a really good body moisturizer with shea in it. Those are the best. it really makes you feel satisfied and pretty when you have a nice glowing tan. Even when you're indoors, stuck inside in quarantine, your friends are, when this is all over, your friends are going to be like, what have you been doing? Have you been out in the sun? You look great. So it's totally worth it. Take that extra time that we have right now and let's do some sunless tanner. What do you think, Kristi? Have you ever tried sunless tanner?
So I haven't tried sunless tanner in a long time, like years and years ago. And I am, for those who do not know me, I am super pale. So back in the day, 10, 15, 20 years ago, sunless tanner made me look a little bit like an Oompa Loompa. So I'm so excited that you're talking about these new products that don't do that to you, that make you look awesome, like a real, authentic tan, because I so need that right now. I'm sitting inside in my cold Colorado house. It's snowing outside. I look as white as the snowman. So I'm definitely going to get some of this sunless tanner that you're talking about and give it a go, so that once I am free at last, I can get out of this place, and that way I can look like I've been laying out in the sun the whole time. People will think I've been at the beach or something. I'll be like, where have you been?
Yeah,
I've just been tanning myself on my living room couch.
They'll think you went to Florida even though you didn't. Yeah.
Exactly. Even though I've had to cancel 2 of my trips to Florida, they'll think I went. So.
Yes, yeah. I remember those orange sunless tanners from the 80s and 90s. Yeah, those days are gone. So definitely check around and get yourself a good one and give me a call. I can tell you exactly what I use. So our number 6 tip is really fun too. Did you want to go ahead and tell everybody what that one is?
Yes. So the next tip we have for you, another great beauty change to embrace during quarantine, is exercising. So I know we've been sitting on the couch a lot, we've been watching our Netflix, but it's a great idea to take some short, active breaks during the day. You can follow an online exercise class, you can take a walk, even if it's just around in your small space. You can walk in place. Anything you can do to try to remain healthy and active. If you have a call, you can stand or walk around your home while you're talking instead of sitting down. Just stand up and reduce your sedentary time whenever possible. Ideally, aim to interrupt sitting and reclining about every 30 minutes. You can relax and meditate and take deep breaths, which will also help with your calm and relaxation. There was even a guy who ran a marathon right there on his balcony. It was amazing. I don't know if you've heard about this guy. I believe he was in New York, and he was just running in circles on his balcony and completed an entire marathon. You can also try, I know, isn't that incredible? You can also try yoga on demand or some simple stretching exercises, just anything really to get the blood flowing. Now, if you're somebody who hasn't exercised in 30 years, do take it easy. Definitely take it easy. The last thing you want to do is pull a hammy or break your leg or something, and have to end up in an ER or an urgent care. We do not recommend that. All we're talking about is just getting your buns off the couch and in a standing upright position.
Yes, and I'm probably the most out of shape person in the world, but during times like this, and when it's really, really hot outside, I get out my Leslie Sansoni DVDs. So you might be familiar with her. If you go on Amazon, type in Walk Away the Pounds. That's what she's built an entire empire on, walking in place, basically, in your living room, which even I can handle. I can work up a little bit of a sweat, but she's great, and we don't make any money for telling you about this. This is just my personal recommendation. She's got one with gospel music, and then she's got the 1 mile, the 2 mile, the 3 miles. She's got some where you can add weights, and you can do it all from your own house, your own living room. So there's really no excuse for me to be inside and not walking. We can achieve some exercise and some breathing even though we're in quarantine. So it's good to know.
Absolutely.
Well, and for number 6, I want to tell you about a fun new trend. It's called Multi-masking. So this is a good one to embrace during quarantine, a great beauty tip. Multi-masking is a hot new trend, okay? And so this is where you actually use two different kind of face masks to target different areas of your face and address specific skin needs all at once. So I really recommend using a wipe-off triple action charcoal mask that acts like a magnet to unclog pores in the T-zone area. You may have seen commercials on TV for a mask that kind of peels off your skin. I think that's damaging, and you really don't want to do that. So get yourself a good one that wipes off with a washcloth. And then we want you to use a moisture renewing gel mask on the cheeks and throat. And what this will do, it's going to make your skin feel like it's really calm and instantly hydrated and less stressed, and that's always a good thing, right? So I really love this. Multi-masking is really a great idea for quiet nights, enjoying some me time. And now is the time. It's the perfect time to schedule some high-end skincare for yourself. And when people are getting back together again, it's a really wise, proactive move to multi-mask before you travel as well. Just a little tip for you. So flying, if you're flying in an airplane, that can really bother skin issues. So you'll be ahead of the game when you're doing the multi-masking the night before you fly. Another fun one, this is a trend that came from Korea. Maybe you've seen these online and stuff, Kristi, the sheet masks. So sheet masks can look really scary, but when you're in quarantine, who's going to see you, right? They're really funny. They almost look like a sheet of paper, and they have the little eye holes cut out of them. Really hilarious, and it would be fun to do as a couple if you're bored at home right now. But using the good sheet mask provides a full array of benefits over time, including increased luminosity, wrinkle reduction, even diminishing the appearance of pores. So sheet masks are an excellent addition to your skincare routine, and the right one is really going to offer great benefits for mature skin, like mine. If you're 40 or over and you're concerned about wrinkles and luminosity and things like that, there is a sheet mask on the market that's fabulous, and I would love to tell you more about that. So let me know if you have any questions about the sheet mask, the charcoal mask, and the moisture rich mask. So multi-masking, isn't that cool? Have you heard about multi-masking, Kristi?
I haven't. I've seen a lot of videos of the people using the sheet masks during this time, so those always look fun. I have not heard of multi-masking. That's actually a really awesome idea, because so many of us have different types of skin, where you have like the T-zone's one thing going on and your cheeks are another thing. You have something else happening on your neck and chest. So what a great idea to combine a lot of different things at once and kind of get the best of all of it. So
yes.
Another thing, I'm going to put this on my list of things I need to do during quarantine. My quarantine checklist and to-do list is getting quite long. This is awesome.
Yeah.
But these are all good things. This isn't like cleaning my closet. These are like things I want to do. So.
Oh yeah. To a more beautiful you. So
this is great. So moving on to tip 7, another thing we want to embrace during quarantine is give your hair a break. Let's stop adding heat to our hair during quarantine. So if you're someone like me who regularly blow dries, straightens, curls their hair, then it's time to just let go and go all natural for a little bit. You aren't leaving your house, so this is a great opportunity to stop using all that heat on your hair and instead use as many treatments as you can. So I'm not someone who would ever encourage you to cut your own hair, because we've watched lots of videos seeing how that's all turning out. But maybe you can do a few things to start like treating the ends and getting your hair heat-free and in better condition while you're on quarantine. And if you are absolutely desperate and your hair is just wild, couple of things. Please don't think now is the time to cut yourself your own bangs. No. Don't go off the wall here, people. Don't make your own bangs if you've never had bangs before. Now is not the time. And then also, several stylists are actually making little videos, YouTube videos, of how you can do a little trim if you need to, what you can kind of do to get yourself through. So before you become one of these epic fail videos because your hair's all falling out or you've cut yourself some crazy wild bangs, check with your stylist, because there's a really good chance that they've created a video showing some tips on how to get you through this quarantine period. I know mine has. My stylist is an awesome guy here in Denver. He does all the hair for all the Broncos cheerleaders. So he's got some great videos out there on, how to style your hair and how to get yourself through the quarantine.
Oh, that's super fun. That's awesome. And, I was just thinking about my stylist is one of my best friends, Sharon Judy. She's at the Lavender Spa in Celebration, Florida. And I have a feeling I could call Sharon just to check in with her and see how she's doing during quarantine, which would be fun. Because a lot of your stylists all over the country are probably feeling very displaced right now if they're not able to practice their art. They're not being able, if they can't leave their homes. So they probably love a phone call from you, actually, and just find out if there's any home remedies. All people use olive oil or, egg whites. There's all kinds of things you can do, treatments on your hair when you would never take time to do that, after quarantine. So that's a great beauty tip. I love that.
Yep. Joe, my stylist, he's like one of my top contacts on my phone. Yeah, constantly texting Joe. Hey, Joe, what's up? So moving on to tip number 8, we're going to, for the time being, skip the nail polish. So as tempting as it is to grab some really colorful, awesome nail polish right now to try to brighten things up, instead, how about keeping your nails bare for a little bit? Cut them a little short, use some cuticle oil or a nail strengthener to give them some life and get them growing fresh and new again. I know we've all been washing our hands like crazy, so be sure to get that hand lotion out. What I've been doing is putting a hand lotion bottle right next to the foaming hand soap. So every time I wash my hands, I head right for the lotion. So that's really good for your hands and nails.
Yeah, I love it.
Then on to step 9, which I love this one. Totally embracing this one. Stop wearing tight clothes and high heels. Amen. Yes, absolutely. So our bodies are not made to squeeze and squish into tight dresses and skinny jeans and corsets and waist trainers and all the things as women have to smush ourselves into. So it's really just best to let your organs enjoy the space that they're supposed to and that they deserve, and take advantage of this time by all of us rocking our awesome sweatpants. So, and also, right, we got to rock those awesome sweatpants.
Yes.
And then why not just wear socks or just walk around barefoot all day? Like, don't squish your feet into shoes, especially high heels, which honestly, they look great, but they totally mess up the alignment of your spine. Plus, they give you bunions, and they're just so hard on your feet and body. Mm-hmm. So Krista and I, we give you permission to really just enjoy the feeling of comfort, not wearing those outside clothes, just hang out at home, be comfy, wear comfy things, and relax.
Yes, it will. I think it'll help you relax. That's a great tip. I love these. So finally, number 10, our last beauty change that you should embrace during quarantine. Take time to master your personal skincare routine. So here we go. The basic steps are cleansing, moisturizing, and protecting. So if you at least complete those 3 consistently, you're well on your way to a healthy skincare routine. But now is a great time to take it a step further. So if you have age-fighting concerns, acne-prone skin, or if you're looking for an all-natural line of products, whatever it may be, now's the time to look into that and give those things a try while you're home in quarantine. It's actually a great time to make some beauty changes, so it can be exciting.
That's very exciting. And so, Krista, what can we do if we have questions about some of these 10 beauty changes that we should embrace during quarantine? Or even if we have beauty questions after we get back to normal?
Well, I tell you what, Kristi, if our listeners would like some advice on finding the perfect line for their skin, A little side secret, I am a professional beauty consultant, so I can help you with your skincare questions. Just email or give us a call. You can reach out to Kristi and I at our email, livingthedreampodcaster@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to go a little more in depth and even share with you the products that we use personally that we can recommend to you. So thank you so much for listening as we've been sharing our 10 beauty changes you should embrace during quarantine here at Living the Dream Podcast.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for listening to Living the Dream Podcast, where we know the secret to living your dreams begins with the smallest steps that lead you to your essential joy. Contact information for Krista Joy can be found at disneyways.com/connect. Reach out to Christy Fredericks at smalleststeps.com/about. At Living the Dream Podcast, we know it's not just about achieving your goals in the future, it's about enjoying your journey along the way. Music for today's episode was provided by Peter Alden's Kingdom Classics, now available for purchase on our website. This presentation represents the opinions of the hosts and guests of the show. Our show is informational and for entertainment purposes only. Always consult your healthcare professional for any medical questions. Views and opinions expressed in this podcast are our own. While we make every effort to ensure that the information we are sharing is accurate, we welcome your comments and suggestions.
Why don't we make